Good morning, YouTube fans. It is Tuesday, August 29th, 2023. Time is 11:35, and we are launched on Jenkinson Reservoir, which is at Sly Park, just down the hill to the east of Pollock Pines, which is on Highway 50 between Sacramento and South Lake Tahoe. We've been out for a little over an hour and a half, and we've come 3 3/4 miles. We rode up the northeasterly arm of the lake, up Sly Park Creek, and then came around the corner and came up Hazel Creek to the end of the Hazel Creek arm. And the water's shoaling here, so we need to pay attention to business. And we started heading southwest down this arm of the lake, and the wind is up. And I just had the anemometer out and recorded 11.4 miles an hour, I think it was. So the forecast was, I think, 5 to 9 or something like that out of the southeast, becoming 5 to 9 out of the southwest in the afternoon. So here we are with the southwest wind, and it's blowing every bit of the high end of its prediction. So we have our work cut out for us. Fortunately, this lake is not very long, so the fetch here is only just a couple of miles. So the chop shouldn't be too bad. There's a gust, and I'll bet it's going up to 15. I'm thinking that I might be better off to get over against the southeasterly shore of this arm. The side of the ridge there, there's boulders. The side of the lake is steeper over there, it doesn't shoal so much, and it's we can get in closer to the woods, and hopefully that would protect us some from the wind here. I'll get up to this next point that's ahead of us here, turn that, make an assessment of conditions. I'm seeing some little whitecaps over there. Well, fortunately it's not a great big lake, and I'm not 6 miles from the launch ramp. Now I wish I'd come clockwise around this arm of the lake. I've already explored the southeast shore of this arm, and I was hoping to row back along the northeasterly shore, or northwesterly shore rather, and give you a look at the conditions over here. I'm thinking that the wind might be a little bit easier to deal with on the other side of the lake. We'll see what happens here. I see a big puff coming. I'm going to get the anemometer out so I'm ready for it when it hits. .5 in that gust. Yeah, I think I'm gonna cross the lake and see if the proximity to that steep shoreline and the tall trees there cut the wind speed down. Or will I? No, I'm going to go up a little further before I do that. Yeah, there's whitecaps out there now. Not big ones, but if it keeps blowing like this, they will be big. Now I wish I had brought my shit kit along to keep the bow down in the water. So far the water's flat enough that it's not pounding terribly bad, but it could change if the wind keeps up like this. If the waves get any higher. I'm going to try getting up to this next headland and going around the corner a bit. It's a lee shore, but the wind might be rising as it comes to that shore, going up over the trees, and so down close to the shoreline it might be a little less windy. Here's another puff. Coming up this arm earlier on the northwesterly shore of the Sly Park arm, I saw that they have a little boat ramp with a single courtesy dock, and right near there's a pontoon and a little shack, and a guy has a kayak concession, which I thought was pretty cool. Since it's Tuesday and not a 3-day weekend, there's not much going on here at the lake, not many boats out. Everything's fairly quiet. Getting windy enough, the water skier will probably quit and gone home. Another 15 plus mile an hour gust right there, and another one coming behind it. Feels like it's a little bit stronger. It looks like it's a little stronger. Looking at the wind on the water. And it looks like we've got most of a mile to get back out onto the main body of the lake. The wind is likely to be a little less out there. Right here it's concentrated on by these steep hills on each side of the lake, so we're in kind of a wind tunnel here. We shall see when we get there. Bunch of people on the where that launch ramp is over there by the kayak dock. Looks like a group of 5 or 6, something like that. That was an instant gust of probably up around 20. Well, worst case, oh yeah, the lake is turned about square with the wind right here. And the wind coming across the lake is hitting these trees and rising up above the lake. And all of a sudden it got a little bit easier. Anyway, worst case scenario, if it starts blowing the clams off the rocks, I can tie up to the courtesy dock at this little ramp here and walk probably the 2 or 3 miles back and get my car and come up here and retrieve the boat up here. That is an option. Half bad over here. Get up to that next point, it's going to be more exposed to the wind. Yeah, those people are just some day trippers. shallow here. Big pup coming. It's gusting up around 20.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Passed those guys in that drift boat on the other side of the lake here about an hour ago. They're fishing, fly fishing, on the far shore there. Said they'd only caught little bitty bit, no keepers. And here's the kayak rental. The GPS doesn't record speed less and 1.8 miles per hour. And right now, every once in a while, there's a 5.6, and I saw a 4.7 a minute ago, 4.7 miles per hour. And what's happening is the boat is leaping about, and the GPS is measuring the sideways motion of the boat. Not just the forward speed. Our average speed, we've been out for an hour and 54 minutes, and the average speed's been 2.4 miles per hour. And right now, we're faced with rowing up along a shore that's fairly exposed here. So I'm going to take a chance and go over to the southeast arm of the lake here, in hopes that the steep bank and the angle of the shoreline to the wind will maybe make it a little bit easier going. Well, I see ahead of us 600-800 feet the entrance buoys to this arm of the lake. So we're going to be coming out of this canyon onto a broader section of the lake, where I hope the average wind speed will be dropping. Right now we're kind of rowing in a venturi tube. Wind concentrated between these two tall shores here. All right, the 360 camera's coming up on one of its automatic recycles. So we're going to sign off on this section of the video, this segment, and we'll wait till we get out into more open water here before we turn it on again. So until then, wish us luck here, and we'll catch you all later.